Hello, boys and girls. Today we're going to be discussing community leaders. A community leader is a person that keeps everyone following the rules and the laws of the community. For example, a really good example of a community leader would be Miss Russo. Miss Russo is the principal of our school, and she helps us keep following our rules of our school and our neighborhood and the laws that we have to follow as well. A community leader can also be someone that works for office, like a local chairperson that might represent the people of the community. Many of you live in a community that has a lot of the same people in it. For example, there's a very big Chinese community, and there will be a community leader that can speak up on behalf of the Chinese people. There are also Russian communities, there are Arabic communities, Spanish communities, and all these small neighborhoods have their own communities. And usually in all of these neighborhoods, there is a person that represents all of these people and tells the mayor what these people might need or want for their neighborhood to keep their neighborhood safe and to keep jobs in the neighborhood as well. Which leader is in charge of the following communities? So yesterday we discussed all the different communities that we're a part of. We're a part of the New York City community, the New York State community, the United States community, and we're also part of the global community. Who is in charge of each of these communities? The New York City community is run by the mayor. Right now, our mayor's name is Bill de Blasio. The New York State community is run by the governor. Our governor today is Governor Andrew Cuomo. The United States community is run by the president. The president of the United States today is Joe Biden. Kids can also be community leaders. And you might think, what can kids do to be community leaders? Kids can be community leaders by working with their school or working with a church or program in the community. And most importantly, kids can be community leaders by showing the best example of what they can be doing to help their community. For example, going to school is a very big and important part of being part of the community. Why, you might think, going to school, I have to go to school. But going to school is very important for the community. So when you grow up, you can go to school, to college, have a degree, and start working. And if you work in the community, you're helping the community again. One of the things Ms. Russo says is to always give back to the community. Graduate from college and give back to the community. These are some very important things, and this is why Ms. Russo is a great example of a community leader. Every morning she tells the upper grades, our goals are to go to college, graduate from college, and give back to the community. This helps our community grow and become more successful when the people in it grow up and help it. Community laws and rules. What are some laws and rules that we have to follow in our community? I know as a driver, I have a lot of rules and laws that I have to follow when I'm driving my car. Even if you have a dog, there are rules and signs around in the streets about taking care of your dog, where your dog can go to the bathroom, what you have to do after your dog goes to the bathroom. If someone finds that you didn't pick up after your dog used the bathroom in the street, you can actually get a ticket, just like a person that's driving can get pulled over and get a ticket. If you don't clean up after your dog, there's usually $100 fine, which means you have to pay the city $100 because you did not follow the community laws and rules. That's how we keep our environment clean. That's how we keep our community clean, is by making sure that we follow the rules and laws. For example, it's been snowing a lot. One of the most important rules and laws in our community when it snows is to make sure you shovel the sidewalk in front of your house. That's important because keeping the sidewalk clean helps people go and come safely and quickly, even though there's a snowstorm. There are people that have to work even if there is a snowstorm, so they want to walk on a clean sidewalk. And speaking of our environment, many communities and community leaders are worried about our environment and are trying to make laws that protect and keep the land and animals safe. For example, we have a very big problem in the oceans. We have a lot of plastic in our oceans, and that's why many people and companies are trying to reduce using plastic. If you remember, Ms. Russo always told us, instead of bringing a plastic bottle to school, bring a reusable container. This is a very small and simple rule to follow that helps us protect our environment. Today's assignment, you're going to think about what you want your communities, the people, and the leaders to help the environment do. What do you want them to help the environment? What do you want these people to help do for the environment? There are many ways that we can continue helping the environment. By keeping it clean, how can we keep it clean? By keeping it safe, how can we keep it safe? I want you to talk to someone around you and think about some ways that the people in the community and the community leaders can help keep our environment safe and clean. You can choose one and tell us, how can these people help the environment?